Good evening, everybody. You're here for our first update on our Glencoe Models Grumman Duck J2F-2 Grumman Duck. World War II vintage era amphibious biplane. So anyone that's watched the out-of-box review on this kit knows I think it's a pretty good kit. And there was one issue with the kit. Right out of the box that I didn't even notice when I was shooting the video until I finished the video, so it was in the update in the description, that the wrong decal set was sent in the box. Decals that came with the kit were for a Grumman Goose, not a Grumman Duck. There's a lot of neat stuff there I can use in my box, but that's not the right one for the kit. So I discovered that on a Saturday, a week ago Saturday, and I sent Glencoe Models a nice email about how much I liked the kit, but it came with the wrong decals. So I expected it to take a couple days to even hear from them. First thing on Monday, on the Saturday after I sent the email, I received an email from Nick at Glencoe Models saying that the fresh decals would be on the way on Tuesday. And on Saturday just passed, or he sent them on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We get an envelope from Glencoe Models. Nice, proper size envelope. It's got cardboard packed inside, and the correct decal sheet. Now, I don't know about you guys out there, but that, in my book, is a sign of a top-notch, #1 company. They have the decals sent out that quickly, and take the time to make sure that they were packaged properly so they would get to me without any damage. And not only that, they asked me to keep them updated on the progress of the build, and they wanted to see the finished results. Again, kudos to Glencoe Models, and after I finish this kit, I will be looking at another one of their catalog to pick out another model to buy. So anyway, today we started the build. Started out real basic, not necessarily following the instructions order by word for word, or letter by letter, or picture by picture, because there's not really many words on there. I've assembled the top wing, and I know it's not going to show up in this video, but it glued up super tight. I mean, there was a little bit of glue that I put along the edge, extra glue. When I squeezed it down, pushed out, when it dried, and I went around with some 800 and then 1000 grit sandpaper on the edges of the wing, and there's no seam, no flash anymore, no glue marks, nothing. It is, for all intents and purposes, one solid piece. This plastic is a little different though than anything I've dealt with. It's I don't know, a little stiffer. Very, I can see in there it's got a very high gloss to it. And some of the pieces that I played with and put glue on and pulled the parts apart after it was glued, The plastic almost looks like the plastic bags you get from a grocery store when you stretch the plastic out real thin. So I'm not sure what exactly it's made of. Just a different styrene or what, but so far I'm liking it. So we got our top wing done. It's ready for priming and painting. Our lower wing halves. In the first video I talked about how that I was not planning on running with the rocket on it. So I had to go through, I'm not sure how well it's going to show up on here, and fill the holes for the rocket launcher rack on the bottom of both of the wings, which was not a big deal. Took a little putty in there, let it dry, again sanded it. I started with the 320 to knock the putty down, jumped up to the 800, and then finally finished it with the 1000 to get it. Sorry, I keep dropping it out of frame. And took care of it again. Same thing as the upper wing. They glued together nice and tight. After the glue dried, hit it with a little the edge with a little sandpaper, and no seams. Alright guys, I'm back. I readjusted my camera. I probably still need to adjust it some more. Get a little better angle on the stuff that we're doing here. Hopefully keep it in frame a little better. Maybe not. We'll see. As I said, I started building. I did build the cockpit. It's very rudimentary. Just basically the 2 seats for the pilot and the gunner. A very basic control panel. And a floor. And that's pretty much it. Rear bulkhead. So there's not much there, but I mean it is covered up by the canopy. Pretty much. And it also is a nice option if you want to get in there and super detail it. There's obviously plenty of room to do that. I have not started on the pilots yet. Probably get to that this weekend or early next week. I hate painting figures. I really do. So I'll put that off as long as possible. Also painted the interior. I'm not sure how much of the interior will be seen through the windows once it's put together. But I went ahead and painted some of that. And I apologize, the lighting is terrible in here. Also kind of dry fit the halves together. Okay, so I dry fit the halves together. They fit up pretty well. There was a little bit of roughness in the bottom of the pontoon, but that sanded right out. And there's a mounting hole for a stand there. You decide to put one in there. Doesn't come with a stand. And it fits together. Let's squeeze it up here. I know you can't hardly see it. The seams fit up really tight. Which is a good thing because with all this raised rivet detail, filling the seams is going to be probably the biggest challenge of this whole kit, is getting the seam work done while preserving those rivets. So that's kind of where we're at right now. This goes right here. And we'll be back in a day or two with another update. We'll probably have the basic assemblies done, hopefully in primer, and we'll be ready for paint. Because we'll basically put the landing gear struts in, glue in the little side windows, and we're ready for assembly. So we'll show you that later in the next video. And I've got a few short slideshow here. A little better pictures of the work I've done so far. See ya.